You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is May 24th, 2016, about to be May 25th in a minute, and it's another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the AngryMarks Podcast Network. As always, I am your host, Seth Draken, and my co-host for this evening, the one and only Mike Poland.
Yes, indeed.
And it's now the 25th now. Just turned. So 25th of May, 2016. Sorry I paused there. So we had some news. Apparently TNA is not getting canceled.
Not yet, at least.
Nope. Apparently they just did not bother to talk about it during the upfront meetings because of some third-party nonsense.
Whoopsie.
And of course, also they didn't talk. They canceled the replay because, as the president said, repeats don't sell. Even though your top show is a repeat.
He's kind of right.
Just saying. Repeats don't sell, brother.
Yes, and repeats don't sell. Anyway, anything else?
Well, let's see. Well, TNA is shortening their Impact taping days.
Yes.
5 days to 3.
Cost cutting is a wonderful thing. Also, gonna mess up how they tape stuff.
I know. This is gonna just be a mess, but it's always is. So, you watched Victory Road, apparently.
I did watch it, and it was actually good.
Oh.
We started off with Zema Ion and Andrew Everett, or DJ Z and Andrew Everett, with Helms and Trevor Lee. This was a good opening match. It was, of course, they've kind of been pseudo-feuding on the TV in recent weeks, and we'll talk more about that as we go along. And Everett wins after a lot of interference. As Helms interfered, allowing Trevor Lee to interfere, and then Eddie Edwards interfered, and somewhere in that mess, Andrew Everett hit a low blow and got a small package and won the match. Next up, we have Velvet Sky and Marty Bell. Marty cuts a promo about how everyone's always asked me about the dollhouse. Well, now I'm going to talk about my favorite subject. Me! Yeah, yours and nobody else's. And then they had a match, and I don't know if this would be sexual harassment or not, but Earl Hebner, who was the ref, basically kissed Marty Bell, and which led to Velvet hitting the stunner on her at the end. I don't know if that's some form of sexual harassment or not. And then our third match was Melendez and Beauregard, who Beauregard is terrible. They did a spot where Melendez tried to whip him into the ropes, the corner, and Beauregard didn't know which corner to go into. And then he whipped him into the ropes, into the elbow spot, and instead of just falling to the floor, he stood there for like a couple minutes, a couple seconds, and then just went out on his own volition to the floor. And Melendez won with a one-legged drop kick. And then we had James Storm and Bram, which was good. Could have used maybe a Street Fighter no DQ stipulation. And Storm won with the last call. Storm is in an odd position right now because obviously Bobby Roode is gone. So they don't really have anything for him right now. We had, fifth match, what was it? I don't remember, so I'll go on to Bobby Roode and Braxton Sutter, which was also very good. Lots of interference from Alley, but Bobby Roode gets the win. And also the fifth, what?
Sorry, I had to come off. I was not I was talking, but I was not here. You were not hearing. The mic wasn't working.
No. In any event, the fifth match that I forgot about was the bromance against the two guys that debuted on Impact this week that we'll talk about in a minute.
Oh, spoilers! Did they have the same names?
Dax and Baraka, yes.
Yes, they'll have the same freaking names that they're going to have again. Jesus Christ.
And the bromance won.
Oh, dear God. Help us.
And then our semi-main was Trevor Lee and Eddie Edwards, which was good, but yet again we had a lot of interference from Gregory Shane. And what?
I was about to say Gregory Shane Helms.
Gregory Helms. They should just loop that into the theme and make it a little less generic.
I know. Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, Trevor Lee wins after hitting that stupid small package driver that he uses. Or whatever.
So both the Helms Dynasty won.
Yep.
Well,
and
seems...
your main event is EC3 and Eli Drake.
Wait, I thought didn't Bobby Roode wrestle?
Yeah, he wrestled Braxton Sutter, which was after one of the flashback matches, or actually before one.
Boy.
They showed two matches from Victory Road 09 as well.
You know, I know you say,
what?
You know, I know you say this is a good show. This sounds like a terrible show.
This isn't as terrible as the Knockdown or the Joker's Wild was.
Oh, that's high praise.
Not as good as Rivals, but you know, it's somewhere in the middle.
Oh, man.
I think when I read the reviews of it, they said it was an average show.
Okay. Yeah. So, main event?
Main event is EC3 and Eli Drake. Drake cuts a promo saying that he needs to beat EC3 to start his climb to the top, and EC3 gets the mic and the fans are like doing the whole entrance thing and chanting happy birthday, so apparently this match was taped on his birthday.
Yeah.
He said, and then he has the line, "It's my party and I'll kick your ass if I want to." Which makes me a good line. I like that. This was fine. It was about 9.5 minutes, so it was short. EC3 won by chokeout on Drake, and of course your next show is a proper pay-per-view that we'll be talking about in the coming week, which is Slammiversary.
Yeah. So, I guess we gotta get this Impact out of the way.
Yeah.
You probably saw my comments on this.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get to the beginning.
Matt Hardy with his weird look that he has now.
Yeah, he starts, and now he has a freaking accent.
He has the Willow accent.
I am now better, and no, he doesn't have the Will accent, he has like some freaking English accent. I am better, and I am stronger. I will delete Brother Nero. I want to eradicate.
I'm calling him that.
I want to eradicate him from this universe.
Matt Hardy, spell eradicate.
I know. Matt, I know you've watched Game of Thrones, and I know you've seen a bunch of stuff. You don't need to talk like that.
It doesn't sound good.
So, he gets interrupted because he has a contract for Jeff Hardy to face him at Slammiversary. He gets interrupted by Tryrus and Spud. By the way, the match is going to be full metal mayhem.
Yeah, as if we couldn't guess.
Yeah.
Because they can't do a normal match with these two.
Yep. Rockstar Spud tires come out, and Rockstar Spud's theme is definitely Zero from Smashing Pumpkins. And obviously they're having problems with Matt's stupid turd, like, don't we all? It's like, come on, man. This ain't you. This isn't you. And Matt's like, I am better. And I'm like, no, Matt, you're not. I'm getting better. And I'm like, you're not Monty Python. You're not getting better. You're dead with this gimmick. I should hit you with the club. It just put you in the dead pile.
You basically says your guys are going to face Jeff Hardy, and if you don't beat him, we're done.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a ladder match.
You're out of the brand, Matt Hardy brand. Because Tryrus is like, dude, it's about money, and I'm with you, and money. It's Bud's like, I'm loyal.
Yeah, tell her the EC3.
I know. To both of you. So now it's EC3 versus Matt Hardy.
Yes, the whole EC3 Bennett feud. They've had better matches.
Oh, yeah. You don't say. You don't. They've had worse matches, but they've had better. Oh, God.
EC3 wins by DQ.
Because
Bennett interferes.
Bennett interferes, and he's like, dude, you need to pin him or submit him. You ain't getting me at Slammiversary.
Well, that'll change next week.
Also, they keep setting up Slammiversary with this airplane speak during Jeff Hardy's little stupid spot that he did in the I Quit match, and I'm like, it doesn't get better. You can keep re-showing it. It's still stupid. So Mike Bennett gets here comes Maria with her apprentice Allie, and Lord help us what they've done to Cherry Bomb. I swear to God, they have turned her into ECW's Tiffany. They can't. I mean, someone's Full Killer was like, "Give it a week, man. Give it some time, man." I'm like, "I gave it a week, man. It's fucking Tiffany." So
they're
backstage,
giving Maria a heel faction.
So Mike Bennett says what he did was art, and excuse me, my wife's in the ring, so I need to go watch.
Yeah.
So yes, Allie comes in and talks and says, "You guys,
listen to me. I'm going to introduce Maria."
Let me introduce Maria. It's the first lady of wrestling and the leader. And Maria's like, I am the leader of the Knockouts division. I have an important job, and that is to get my vision out there to everyone. Look, sometimes I check social media and I realize that everyone loves Velvet Sky.
You don't
and
say.
The crowd's like, we want Velvet. Well, I fired her and she's gone, and because she is part of the past. And I'm trying to instill a brighter future. And
trying to make the Knockouts division better. Maybe she needs to film vignettes with Bob Backlund.
You know, I'm sorry, Impact crowd. Firing Velvet was probably for the best.
Yeah.
You guys really don't get it. But of course, here comes Gail Kim to have a fucking problem with it. And
she's terrible at acting.
She even admits that she's starting to sound like a broken record, but she's fed up. Gail's not happy.
I love Velvet. Well, at least the ones in that building.
She's not happy with the way Maria has elevated the top of the Knockouts division, and she's like, I'm upset that Velvet Sky got fired because the fans loved her. And I'm like,
yeah, but
Maria reminds her of her position and says, look, you're right. You do sound like a broken record. One that we should have thrown away a long time ago.
One that has already left the company once.
And Gail says, Maria's like, I put on my wrestling boots and I beat you.
In a ladder match.
In a ladder match with a bunch of other people, and Decay had to kidnap Gail, but...
We talked about that weeks ago.
And also, she won in that tag match.
Ugh.
And
Didn't
she's like...
Bennett score the pin in that match, though?
I'm not going to follow... I have to live by Maria's rules, but I'm not going to follow them. And I could kick your ass. And Maria says, go ahead, do it. Go ahead. I'll fire you if you do it, because you can't touch me, and I can't touch you.
That's an abuse of power.
By the way, this basically gets thrown out later. So Gail says to Maria, why don't we just do a wrestling match? And Maria's like, you know what? I'm going to put you in the same spot as Velvet. You have a match. You lose, you're fired. And Gail's like, I hope it's against you. And Maria's like, I'm a lady. It's not me.
You certainly don't act like one.
Sienna attacks her from behind and tosses her on the outside. Yeah, this show's not off to a good start.
And it's not going to get better.
No, it's not. Seriously, the biggest problem here is Velvet. I know Allie, Sienna, and Maria are acting like heroes, but so is Gail in a way.
She's supposed to be the one defending Velvet.
I know. but the problem is she's defending Velvet. That's not right. Velvet is the past. Maria was right that's the problem. It's this whole thing. And so, of course, then we go back to Shira thanking Grado for helping him, and Grado will fight Snow tonight in a street fight. Joy. And Grado reveals...
Al Snow in 2016.
Grado reveals he got something secret. First, he's got a frozen turkey leg in his tights. Like, that's lunch for later. I'm like, fuck off. Because he's fat. Laugh, damn you. And then he had a chain in there.
Okay.
And then the bromance. So, no, it did not get better. The bromance
They're looking for the guru for some reason.
They have a guru, and they're talking to each other on the phones, in the same room, on curtains, and they fucking don't realize it until somebody's like, you're in the same room.
Oh, God. Terrible.
We need to take our game to the next level. Jesse really doesn't care. So, we get a freaking hype video for Grado versus Shira. Versus Al Snow, not Shira, yeah. So, here we go.
Al Snow in 2016, for God's sake.
Al Snow calls himself the Crown Prince of Hardcore, and all I had to say, you are the Crown Prince of Mick Foley jokes.
The Crown Prince of Job Squad.
It's like, I am a wrestler. I am not going to go hardcore on you. I got my fists here. And then immediately, get Grado out here. And then immediately hides behind something, hides behind the curtain, and attacks Grado from behind. And, by the way, as this was going on, I basically had to go after Josh Matthews here, because he said something that disgusted me.
Mm-hmm.
He compared Grado to Dusty Rhodes.
No.
Yes, he did.
Oh, God.
He compared Grado to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, he didn't look...
Never.
Dusty Rhodes didn't look that fat. Dusty Rhodes didn't look that lean either. And I am like, Josh, great. And Grado's trending on Twitter. I'm like, Grado is not trending on Twitter. And by even comparing Grado to Dusty Rhodes, you have insulted the great name of the American Dream. My friend, fuck you.
Get out of here.
Get out of here with this shit. So, Shira comes out, brings weapons, and Grado decides to use a cookie sheet to hit Al Snow in the ass. And it gets worse.
Didn't Al Snow use powder at some point?
Use what?
Powder.
He would try to, but Grado freaking, powder that he had hidden in his trunks.
Good God.
I don't know how his nether regions aren't powdery, but that's neither here nor there. So Grado decides to low blow Al Snow with the frozen turkey leg. Fuck this match. So Grado's about to win, but here comes the former Legionnaires, Baron Dax and what is the other guy's name?
Basil Baraka?
Basil Baraka, yeah. So they come out in France.
That's his real name, by the way.
In jackets that obviously say France on it.
Oh, they're lovers of Stone 2.0.
Josh couldn't read them first, and Pope, I think, or was it the other way around, that Pope couldn't read them and Josh had to, but one of them could not read that they said France, even though it was in big white letters.
With Don Phonics.
So, yes, Al Snow takes advantage and wins with the snowplow, and now he has two teammates.
Two goons,
yes. So then we're going to get Franklin and Drew Galloway. By the way, I did like this. Someone nice to know the one guy got his eyebrows back, as in Baraka got his eyebrows back. I'm like, yeah, but the other guy had to lose his hair for that to happen. Yeah. So
Enzo Amore, if I'm remembering correctly, or Mason Ryan.
It was Enzo Amore and Kaz with that freaking
You can't teach that.
With that cream that has people lose their hair, that all your hair falls out. So,
bada boom. Baddest haircut in the room.
Backstage, Rebby is trying to talk to Matt and gets poor Maxwell involved. And he's
Maxwell
like,
doesn't need to be involved in this.
Look at your son. And Maxwell's screaming as he goes right close to Matt Hardy.
Get me away from him right now.
Get me away from my daddy. He is scaring me.
Which I think was a message you were trying to convey with that anyway, but...
I'm like, serious. Like, I don't... God damn it.
I hope you have money to pay his eventual therapy bills.
Yes, because he's going to need it. He's so going to need the therapy. What you two put him through. He's going to need hearing issues, because he's going to have that because you put him out in the crowd without headphones. And you all know that every sports athlete out there has their kids in freaking headphones for a reason when they're this young, because their hearing is very affected by this loud noise.
It's tender.
Yeah, it's tender. So, yes, Matt, your face has caused Maxwell to be scared. So, that is on you, Matt. You're scaring your kid. Stop doing it. And he's like, I'm going to eliminate Brother
Uncle
Nero.
Jeff.
No, Brother Nero. He doesn't call him Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Nero. No, I'm calling him Uncle Jeff.
I know. But yeah, Brother Nero.
Stop calling him that, for goodness sake, man.
I know. No. That's his middle name, I know. His middle name's Nero. But his real first name is Jeffrey. It's not like Bobby Roode. It's not like Franklin, where that's his first name and his middle name's Roberto, which is why they call him Bobby. Because Franklin does not do intimidation, but I just love to use it.
Think of a turtle.
Yeah. So JB is about to talk to both of them, and he's had some big announcement, but Franklin doesn't let him speak, which is rude of a turtle. Which is fucking rude. Franklin says, you know what?
Get out of my ring.
You should give me the world title right now.
Nope, here comes Drew.
And I'm like, you mean even though you were about to get hit with the Claymore before the DQ, you were about to get hit. You might have lost. So Drew's looks in Lashley's eye, and while he has a killer instinct, he sees fear in his eyes. Drew's like, you know what? I am an impatient man, and I'm not the smartest, so... And he's like, come get it. So Franklin tells him to bring it, but of course, here comes Dixie Carter to stop this.
Is this the first time she's been on TV in a number of months?
She was on TV to tell us that it was going to be a lumberjack match last week.
Yeah.
So, here we go with her saying, I thought the constant I put everyone out of the ring to stop the constant brawling. And I'm like,
hell of a job, Dixie.
Wait, constant brawling was not stopped by adding more men? No shit, Sherlock Dixie.
You wonder why your company's in the toilet.
Yeah, really. So she's like, we're going to have a match between you two at Slammiversary. The only way to win is by tap out or knockout. And, of course, Lashley did mention this earlier when he said that I'll either knock you out or tap you out.
Mm-hmm. I am the only legitimate fighter here. Way to bury the rest of the roster.
Yeah, so Drew comes in the ring, hits a Claymore after Franklin called him a little bitch for walking away. And here comes the dumbasses to get their asses kicked while breaking it up.
And Lashley beats up the referee Stifler.
Yeah, Franklin spears Drew. He's choking him. And, well, actually, no, he spears Stifler and then starts choking Drew. And then referees finally have to separate Franklin, but the damage is done.
And next week, they'll get to pick each other's opponents.
In a pick your poison, even though I don't know if I hope WWE's have trademark on that idea.
Well, they haven't done that idea in a long time, so.
Yeah. Still doesn't mean they don't have the trademark on it. But they probably don't.
Then I don't think Vince pays enough attention to TNA to care. So
Ultimate X is next. which is the first freaking time we are being told this is happening tonight.
Yes, because the X Division is low card at this point.
TNA, one of your special matches is Ultimate X. You might want to tell us this shit before. You really might want to do this.
Video package.
You might have a video package the week before and just say, you know what, next week we're going to have an Ultimate X match. But no, you just throw it right at us and like, oh, we're going to have an Ultimate X match.
Let them have it.
Oh, and the only way we're going to hype it is we're going to have a internet video with Josh saying, oh, we got an Ultimate X match.
Oh, by the way. So it's for the X Division belt. It's Eddie Edwards, DJZ with this freaking stupid-ass paintball helmet. And Andrew Everett. Get rid of the DJ gimmick. He's not with the bromance.
Well, no, he's still a DJ for whatever reason. He's going to keep it.
Although, how long before they put him back with them?
I don't know, but so Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee, two jobbers who come out to the same music.
When your manager has more charisma than you do.
Oh, by the way, DJZ has a Legion of Doom little spike thing on his shoulder now.
What a jobber.
So, yeah. Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee coming out to Shane Helms' music.
When your manager has more charisma than you do.
And one of your guys is the freaking champion. He's just some guy in a stable.
Whoops.
He's
Good
a
booking.
freaking champion.
That never happened to Petey Williams.
No. He Williams was not some guy. I swear to God. He Williams wasn't some guy. Eric Young wasn't some guy. And Bobby Roode wasn't some guy. Each of them were giving distinct personalities.
Yes.
Except A1. He was some guy.
And Johnny Devine.
Oh, yeah, him too. He was just some guy. But
the three guys you were supposed to care about in that group.
Yeah. They're the ones who are champions. They given personality.
Will become champions eventually.
No, they were champions when they were in Team Canada.
Petey was the X guy and Rude and Young were the tag guys.
Yeah. Although, actually, Petey might have not won that belt while he was with Team Canada. He might have won it afterwards, but who knows?
I remember in 2004 there was Ultimate X with him, Sabin, and AJ, I think.
Oh.
And he was in Team Canada at that time, because that lasted for like 2 or 3 years.
Okay, so, anyways, this match was a meh match, really, unfortunately.
It's what the X Division has become, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, no, it was actually pretty good the last 2 times. It was actually kind of the highlight of the show. This wasn't. And
although they don't make it matter anymore.
Although we did have a highlight here of Andrew Everett goes for the belt, and Trevor Lee gets in there and fucking cusses him out.
That's my belt.
To the point where the censors had to come in and beep it out. He fucking cussed him.
My fucking belt. Get away from it.
So Gregory has to tell Andrew, help, your guys are a team, help him win.
God.
Seriously. He holds him by the hand and gets him up the ropes.
He's a little child for some reason.
What? He's like what?
A child.
I know. He's a child. Hold his hand up there and get him the belt. That doesn't end it, but they're also in this. We have a fucking clusterfuck finish. Eddie Edwards gets the belt.
Somebody botched something. Because Eddie Edwards had his hands on the belt.
But the referee is distracted
by somebody.
By Gregory Helms.
Gregory Shane the Hurricane.
Yeah, he grabs the ref, so he doesn't see any of this. Trevor Lee snatches the belt from him, and then Gregory lets the ref go to see Gregory with the belt.
See Trevor with the belt.
See Trevor with the belt while Eddie Edwards is sitting there like, what the fuck?
That belt belongs to me.
Yeah, so seriously, that's how this match ends, and it wasn't even a good Ultimate X match.
Well, what were you expecting for a match they only mentioned once during the show?
What?
And what would you expect for a match they only hyped once during the show, right 15 seconds before it starts?
I have no idea. It's an Ultimate X match.
By the way, we're doing Ultimate X.
Yeah, it's an Ultimate X match. It's TNA's one match.
This is your frickin' specialty.
This is your specialty, yeah. So EC3 is interviewed, and he's like, well, Bennett, you're right. You played my game. You played a rigged game. You're right. You played it well.
I've been playing rigged games my whole life.
But there's one thing you don't have that I do, and I'm about to make a phone call that I didn't want to make.
He has resources.
Yep, and you know who he's calling.
Good old Andy.
Good old Aunt D, who's gonna be like, yeah, he won. He's getting a shot, dude. Hey, you rigged it. You rigged it. You rigged it against the man who has his aunt. He was willing to play a fair game against you. He was willing to beat you. You screwed it up, Mike. It's on you. It's on you, man. You can't complain if he decides to go to his aunt. You rigged it.
Anyway, Gail, Kim, and Sienna is next.
Yes, and notice that Jade is nowhere in sight here.
Not yet. We got a week or two.
So
we got a little bit to wait before that happens.
Sienna versus Gail Kabuki Taker, Monster Sienna. And Josh said, and I quote, Gail Kim could slip on a banana and lose her career. Are you fucking kidding me?
Give me the banana peel.
No, that's what she said. He said slip. That's what he said. Slip on a banana peel. I'm like, what? Are you trying to say Gail Kim is that fucking stupid? Is that she would lose a match because she slips on a banana peel? Maria, get a new weapon. Josh says Gail will slip on a banana peel.
Oh, Josh, you're not good at your job.
No. Oh God! I was like, oh my God! Really? He said that?
Whoops.
So
and Gail gets the win on a fluke pin.
Yeah. Sienna, this monster, this person you're obviously going to put against Jade, gets beaten by Gail Kim.
Yep.
Fuck this show. Fuck this company. You can't have Gail put over somebody.
Yeah, but they're also building the program that nobody wants to see.
Gail and Maria. So, yeah, Gail gets beat down. Still no Jade anywhere.
Yeah, where was she at? Was she, like, asleep in the bathroom somewhere?
Yeah, Jade's. So, meanwhile,
don't go out there, whatever you do.
Spud has a plan, and Tryrus is like, don't care. And he's like, dude. And he's got a good plan, which is, you beat up freaking Matt Hardy, I'll grab the thing.
You beat him up, I climb the ladder.
Yeah, it's fucking simple. And he's
obviously,
like,
Tryrus can't climb ladder. He's 400 pounds.
Well, you're about to see what happens. And he's like, dude,
it's like
I don't
Big Show trying to climb the ladder.
I don't need to hear about it. And he's like, I'm like,
oh, here's Ribby Sky, by the way.
Yeah, say, do it for me. Do it for Maxwell. It's like, I'll do it. Spud's like, I'll do it because I'm loyal to the brand. And I am at this.
Matt Hardy could give a fuck about you.
And I am at this freaking point where the ladder match must be 4 stars or I am giving this show an F. And then we get the bromans in a gym.
Oh, God, with Raquel.
Their guru. And they find out it is Raquel. And they're,
is the guru supposed to be hot?
Yeah.
Jesse?
Yeah, and I wonder, Robbie E's married now.
Yeah.
And his wife's pregnant, so I wonder how she feels about him drooling over this woman. I don't know. But seriously, I
wonder if she even watched the product.
I don't know, but seriously, I believe that's that. If Robbie E, I gotta check this out because I think I heard Robbie E was married now.
To Brooke or to someone else?
To someone else. Him and Brooke broke up.
Oh, that's right. They made an angle out of that.
No, it looks like he was not. He was. Someone said he was married or something. I guess not.
False news. Yeah. Anyway.
Actually, Robbie E is married to his ex-wife. He remarried his ex-wife, Tara Strauss, and Tara Sue, and I guess they have kids now. But
okay,
they're about to have a kid. So yeah, congratulations, Robbie E. You're now gawking over a woman that's not your wife. Fuck with that.
I bet she doesn't know.
But even the better part is Jesse's like, how is this going to work? And then we get the xylophone play for whatever reason. And they're all like, like she freaking tired him out or something. How was the workout, man? And Robbie's like with the freaking glasses, like, And they're like,
pool.
Now we got to do with your posture or something. See you at the pool.
Yay. Wasn't she flirting with Lashley like a few months ago?
Yes.
What happened to that?
I guess they just said it couldn't work. So they just moved on, hoped you forgot about it.
Boy.
And Raquel's acting is not the best. It's not good at all, really.
She has to act like she's interested in the frickin' bromance. Come on now.
She's their guru. She's their guru, not being into them. She's their guru.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
She's the Gary Spivey of this team.
She's training them. Act like you give a crap and just say, I'll see you boys in the
I'm
pool.
training these guys that are obviously going to lose to decay in a few weeks.
Yeah. See you guys in the pool. So, anyway,
then I'll be off TV again. Anyway.
Main event. Jeff Hardy comes out, and he has crap in his hands that he can put over his face, because apparently now he needs to put stuff on his face to finish his new makeup. He can't do it in the back.
To the top.
Yeah, he can't finish his makeup in the back. And probably this match is okay. Not
Probably
good.
would have been better if we just did Jeff versus Spud.
I know. But, of course, we have the Tryrus trying to climb the ladder.
And it broke. Was it like Big Show trying to climb a ladder?
He went to the second rung. It broke. And the crowd chants, "You're too fat."
Ironic.
So he's like, "You're hurting my feelings. You're hurting my feelings, man." So
you're killing me.
You're killing me, man. So Jeff Hardy takes out Tryrus here, and Spud tries to climb up the ladder, but Jeff's a little faster, catches up with him, Twist of Fates him onto the top of the ladder, which looks like it might freaking hurt.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. And Jeff grabs the contract. He celebrates. Matt's out there taunting him. They're both looking at each other like, we're going to fight, man. And that's the end of this show.
Yeah.
F. I'm
Bye-bye.
sorry. No. I don't normally give Fs. This is 2 weeks in a row. 2 shows in a row. Not 2 shows in a row. 2 shows this year. I am giving Fs to. This was bad.
You're trying to sell people a pay-per-view in 3 weeks, and this is what you're doing.
Yeah. You're
wondering why your company's in the toilet.
Yeah. You're wondering why you're having money issues. That you can't get 5 days worth of tapings.
Because even the people that you're, like, the people that work for that place are like, yeah, we don't want you here.
No, this is bad. This was just awful.
We'd rather have the Catholic level guts back.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Aggro Crag.
It was just like watching this, and I was like, I'm getting pissed off here, and I'm actually sober tonight, sadly. I might have regretted that, but I was sober.
Whoa.
Man, what did you do, TNA? So, do you have anything to sell?
Yes, this weekend, Limitless Wrestling, no drop kicks in the living room, which is a good title I like. In any event, we have no drop kicks in the living room.
I actually like that.
And we have 12 matches on the actual card for this show. We have Jeremy Leary taking on Brad Hollister. We have the team of EYFBO, which I'm curious what that actually stands for, against the Private Party. We have Danger Kid against Aiden Agro, Alexander Lee against Dynamite Danny Miles. We have the Hoods versus the Influence. We have a man who's yet to pick up a win in Limitless Wrestling, Alex Mason against Scott Wilde. We have Warbeard Hansen against All Good Anthony Green. We have Tommaso Ciampa, who will be in the upcoming Cruiserweight series that WWE is doing, against Xavier Bell. We have Ace Romero against JT Dunn, and in the main event is Donovan Dijak against AR Fox. And that is this Saturday night in Orono, Limitless Wrestling, with a special pre-show at 7 p.m. and the bell is at 7:30. And that's what I've got to plug.
Well, this Saturday is going to be the induction of Up From the Depths, movie I actually like by Roger Corman.
I don't know who that is.
He is a famous low-budget producer of such prize-winning stuff like Piranha.
Okay. Piranha 2?
Piranha 2, yes, not the remakes, that Piranha 3D and 3 Double D. No,
3 Double D.
Yes, there's remake to Piranha. I forget Humanoids from the Deep. Forget Earth versus. No, it wasn't Earth versus Fire. He didn't do that. That was Bird Eye Gordon. But yeah, he did stuff like Humanoids from the Deep, stuff like that. It's fun stuff. Sharktopus.
A shark. It's a shark and an octopus.
Yep. Piranaconda.
It's a piranha and an anaconda.
Yep.
Something to do with genetic mutations or something.
Carnosaur.
What?
Carnosaur. It was like the Jurassic Park ripoff.
Oh, God.
It was basically to ape off Jurassic Park. It was like the dinosaur movies back in the day. Yeah, so it was stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to be the induction, and then I will reveal what will be the next induction, which will be a movie from the 80s that I like.
Mm-hmm.
All I can give, it's an Italian horror movie.
Ooh.
So yeah.
An Italian movie.
Yep. So,
and
with all that said, Miley, we are heading to bed.
Good night, everybody.